My name is Connie Danford, and I live in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I was 18 years old on that day in the spring of 1978, 32 years ago. I was dating a guy that my dad hated. Dad was a prison guard at St. Quentin Prison, and my boyfriend was a petty criminal, the rebellion of youth. But when I found out I was pregnant, rebellion vanished, and reality set in. The thought of binding my boyfriend to my family for life seemed a more detestable choice than getting rid of the baby, which according to Planned Parenthood was not really a baby yet. It was just a blood clot. In a hurry to get rid of it before it became a baby, I eagerly made the appointment at an abortion doctor's office in San Francisco, California, and I fought against my own instincts that I was indeed killing my own baby. It was a 2-day procedure. Day 1, they inserted seaweed to dilate my cervix. Day 2 was the extraction. They have nice sterile words for killing babies. But as I laid there on that table, it all became very clear to me that this was a baby and not a blood clot, my own flesh and blood. But it was too late. My cervix had been dilated. The vacuum machine was cranked up and blaring in my ear. The so-called doctor was in position, as were his nurse and the assistant, all ready to kill my baby. I was told that the remains would be sucked out and deposited into a container next to me. They said that there would be no identifiable parts, so there was no point for me to even look. Of course, I had to make sure that that was true. So I watched that container the entire time, watching, looking, and hoping they were right. But they were not. I saw an identifiable piece of my baby's body covered with blood go into that small clear bottle that became his tomb. It felt like my insides were being ripped out of me, and they were. Seeing that tiny leg in that bottle is a sight and a memory that has been so burned into my psyche that nothing I can do can erase it. Lord knows I have tried. Drugs, alcohol, promiscuity, even suicide attempts. But it is a memory that will stay with me for the rest of my life. Recovery from the actual procedure was relatively uneventful. I don't have much recollection of the days, weeks, or even months afterwards. My life spiraled rapidly out of control, and I had no idea why. My self-worth gone, self-esteem gone, hope, innocence, happiness, all gone. I lived my life like a piece of trash, deserving all the bad things life could offer. It was a self-fulfilling prophecy, and my boyfriend became more and more abusive against me. Finally, I came to the point that if I was going to live, I needed to find out why I was living so self-destructively. And I found myself in the psychiatrist's office, 6 weeks inpatient, and many years of therapy afterwards. I was diagnosed with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. I did not find the answers for healing on that psychiatrist's office. I found it through a strong group of Christian women who are also abortion survivors. We have so many similarities in our suffering, and I went through the recovery program. I stand before you now to give heed and warning to other women that abortion is not the answer. For those who are contemplating, please don't do it. For those who have already had 1 or 2 or 20, please talk to us. We can direct you to healing. To the men who think that it doesn't affect you, it does. You were created. You were created to protect women and to promote the survival of the species. And it will come back to haunt you. Thank you, and God bless.